Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It is time for some delicious food.
And when you know, if you're traveling to Mission Hill Family Estate when the Terrace opens, that is the true harbinger of the spring season. We are joined by Matt Batey, executive chef from Mission Hill Family Estate, and Chris Stewart. He's the new kid on the block, and he's running the Terrace. How are you, man?
I'm great.
Nice to see both of you guys.
Thanks,
so, Matt, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Who is this man? You know, I'm not actually quite sure. Driving down the street, I was in this vehicle. It said Mission Hill Family Estate, and he walked past with his jacket that said Mission Hill on it. So I kind of threw him in the seat with me. But all kidding aside, we're really excited to be welcoming Chris to our brigade this year. We took a really big undertaking to find the right person to head our program in the Terrace. And Chris will be overseeing all of the food operations, designing all the dishes. He's brought an awesome sablefish dish to show off to you guys this year.
Nice. I can't wait. And I'm going to be helping, not hindering. But we wanted to have a look while we get this started here, going ahead at some of the pictures. Because when we're talking about the Terrace, we need to see the beautiful view. Walk us through these pictures here.
Sure.
This invented an entire industry in BC. It's just so beautiful.
Well, Anthony arrived to the Okanagan in 1981 to start Mission Hill Family Estate, and certainly what you see in front of you is the lifelong dream of quite a visionary, and frankly, it's very motivating for people like Chris and myself to be able to cook awesome food in a rich agricultural region in a setting like that.
You could travel halfway around the world trying to find a view like that. We've got it right here in our backyard.
Chris, where were you before you joined Mission Hill Family Estate?
To be honest, I've been a lot of places all over Canada. I was most recently in the United Kingdom working for Heston Blumenthal at the Fat Duck.
Nice.
So nice return to come back to Canada. And
what draws you into a place? I mean, because obviously you've got options, and the great thing about your industry is you can work anywhere.
Absolutely.
So why Mission Hill, and what's the sort of draw for you?
Well, I think Mission Hill's such a draw for me is its location. A place like the Okanagan is almost unrivaled in the rest of the country. The amount of produce that we have coming out of the region is a chef's dream.
And some of it is fresh from the gardens that we're using today. Tell us about the dish we're doing today.
We are doing a roasted sablefish dish with a little bit of pan-fried sweetbreads and russet potatoes.
Sweetbreads?
Yeah.
What are they?
I'll let Chef Batey feel this one.
Oh, I thank you so much.
Hey, Chef.
That's a nice segue. Here, how about you go on this one?
What's a sweetbread?
Sweetbreads come from the veal, and they're actually the thymus gland, beautiful, soft, offal cut. And part of our sustainability commitment in the kitchen is to not only make sure that we're using ocean-wise certified sablefish, but also to recognize that when we take something from Mother Nature, that we use absolutely everything that she provides us.
That's amazing. And we're doing sablefish today, as we just mentioned. What are we pairing it with?
We've got our
Mission Hill.
Well, we have wine. Mission Hill Family Estate.
Oh, is that?
I hear that's what the Okanagan is really well known for. We've brought our recently released reserve Chardonnay. This is the 2010 vintage. 2010 was a pretty interesting year, the coldest September on record, and what makes September really important, of course, is a nice, long, hot September. That Indian summer is really going to change the characteristics, and here with a cooler year, we've got a lot of great, well-balanced, crisp acidity to go with that really nicely integrated influence of oak.
Obviously, your focus is on the food and getting the quality out there, but how much have you learned about wine through looking at Mission Hill, working at Mission Hill?
Tons, for sure. I mean, always a fan of the Okanagan. I'm a homegrown kid, so I've always been a big fan of that region. But since coming to the winery and starting with the wine, then building the dishes around the wine rather than the opposite, which is pretty normal for us in our business, here's sommelier, here's a sablefish dish. What in our encyclopedia or buried down in that cellar shall we pair? Other way around. Sommelier arrives in the office. We've got a couple of glasses in hand. Like, how sweet is this? Here, Chardonnay.
Not a bad game.
I'm thinking sablefish.
Bring us over to here for what we've got going on in the pan. What have you done with our sablefish?
So just basically what we've done is just a quick sear with a little bit of hot oil, and then finish off with a nice little bit of whole butter and the carrots to finish, and a little bit of lemon juice.
All right.
Beautiful. Just yell at Fiona when you need the when you're ready to go, etc.
I'm going to get out of your way.
So we have a very nice carrot puree. Chef, would you like to step in, or would Fiona? Would you like to do
I'll do it.
You're the man, Chris.
Fiona,
please. Whoa.
Executive Chef Fiona. I think the choice is obvious, right?
Clearly.
What do I do?
I think that has a nice ring to it, Fiona.
Yeah, that'd be a good start. And then we have...
a good start in what? What are we doing with it?
Okay, here, we'll give you...
Shooting in Eckford's face.
No. It's not that kind of film.
That was a previous segment, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, I used to
that's
know
what
you
I've
gotta
done.
let the pros...
I would have done the swirl.
How many do you want?
Let's do 3, and then one here, one there.
It's just the pressure. Oh my God.
Not bad.
Not bad, but not great.
It's not as smooth as...
So, Mike, when I was here last year, we brought this really cool ceviche of spot prawn.
Yeah.
And not only were you eating live
things.
spot prawns, but Fiona and yourself and I had a plate off.
Yeah.
And that was quite the event. And I'm really looking forward to this year the 2012 version of Fiona's take on the food of Mission Hill.
There's no way Chris is going to let her do this.
No, I don't have
Look
the
at your
hands of a
hands. Are you
chef.
kidding me? Don't
Just
do
put your
that,
hands
Chris.
in hot oil.
Oh yeah.
Okay. While Chef is plating that up, we're going to tell you that the Spring Wine Festival dinners at Mission Hill Family Estates
Chef, get a fork.
are happening. You can check out the website, missionhillwinery.com. And we didn't even talk about Chris Batey yet, the concerts at the Terrace. Tell us about Chris Batey. What's going on?
Yeah, so he's coming in June. We're really excited. He's going to be playing in our amphitheater, such an incredible venue. The backdrop, of course, Lake Okanagan, the mountains,
Stunning.
the sun going down. World-class performer.
Yeah, no
So
kidding.
you get the dinner and show package. That once again is happening on June the 24th. Some great music, some fantastic food, and maybe just a little bit of wine.
And you guys have some great guest chefs coming in as well to do some special dinners and presentations.
This year is going to be awesome, you guys. So starting on the 5th of May, Connie D'Souza and John Jackson from Charcut in Calgary, of course, top chef Connie D'Souza. She's going to be joining us with John. And then totally throwing this down right here, right now, never heard before. 31st of May, I'm actually going to be coming down to the city here, and I'm going to be tucking in with Chef Dale McKay, of course, top chef Canada. So we're sort of a little bit of a theme going on for the month of May with Mission Hill.
Nice.
And we're going to be doing a dinner at Ensemble, of course, based all entirely around our wines. And I hear there's a really cool Martin's Lane project at Mission Hill Family Estate that might just get a little highlight at this dinner
Beautiful.
May 31st. But that's all the cat I can let
We'll
out
go
of
to
the
the
bag.
I like the way
website
you
to find
talk.
out more info. We're just going to plate this up, and
That's
then we're
art.
going to eat it. We're going to take a quick break.